Do humans actually have free will? When I create a human, is it just a snapshot of a word, an emotion I had, of a thought? Is it like a standstill snapshot? I mean, we're not to trust these people, okay? These people writing books about me and shit. They've written like 1832 books about me, and they tell me because I'm God, I'm not allowed to do anything in my fucking life. They drug me, they stalk me, they poison me. And it'd be cool if I could get the drugs I wanted, or when I'm a child and I don't want mutilated and involved in sexual orgies with their fucking people. Um, if my wishes were granted, if my rights were expected, my right to not be drugged as a child, not be mutilated as a newborn, not be raped as a newborn. He said, uh, it's not rape when I'm 8 or 10 and they, I'll take the clothes off and it's orgy time. Like, obviously, I have some sort of free will, but it's definitely like I'm kind of like trapped in those situations because I know there's going to be a battle here if I say no to what's happening around me right now. So I should just sit back and smile and let it happen. Um, Hell, life could have been better too if I would have accepted those things. I wouldn't have been alone so much if I would have fucking dominated every fucking group of females who fucking took their clothes off around me. But anyways, do humans actually have free will? Like when I'm creating things, it looks more like they're a snapshot in time. Okay, and 2020 was very informative for me. 2020 to me was like a new science book I never read that had explained to me that science was devils who are snapshots in time, and science doesn't exist either, and just another devil cult. Um, so during 2020, did anyone evolve? Did anyone? I mean, a lot of people say it was good. They had free money. They had free time to themselves. It wrecked God's life. Let me tell you that. It felt like some devil shit. And who do we have on TV to blame for it? We have the devil Fauci. We have the usual characters. God has struck in a blow with his mighty hammer to their faces to identify them, and then they run their propaganda that don't judge a book by its cover, where God actually fucking reads books and he knows that the cover is the fucking book. It better be good. It better tell you what's happening in the book because no one's going to buy your book if it's shitty. And unless it's the purpose of it. If you put a Dr. Fauci's and his pals face on a book and you call it, don't forget to flush, how to clean your ass after you've taken a shot, um, yes, people would buy it. Now, if you put Dr. Fauci's picture on a book and you say, oh, the freaking romance, you call it, what they call it, 40 Shades of Grey, when women started love to get beat. Who the hell invented that? I don't think, no, I don't know, dude. I didn't invent that. See, there's something wrong with this God shit, dude. Something's up here. God is in everything. There's a devil on this planet, Creed, and some other shit. I'd rather fucking smack you in the mouth until you go to make dinner than smack you in the mouth and think that's some sexual act we're about to have. Shit. You know, who knows? Maybe that's it right there. That's the point of 40 Shades of Grey. I smack you in the mouth and you have an orgasm and then go make me dinner. Hell, I've never been that negative towards it, so maybe that's it. And really, that is it, right? You find yourself a bitch, you can smack in the mouth. She goes and makes you dinner. Or you go do something of value, some man shit. Then, you're probably going to get married next week, aren't you? Right? That's worth a diamond. But, go and slay some person in Africa and fucking steal a diamond from him. That bitch is worth a diamond. And I'll tell you what, if she's got a problem with it, smack her in the mouth again. Tell her it's breakfast time. Meat and bacon and eggs. But yeah, okay, so free will. So when I create humans, do they actually evolve from my thoughts? What happens during creation is my emotions and my words are making things in the world happen. And I try really hard to press it. Obviously, if anyone had any free will, they would remember 4 years ago there's this thing called 2020, the frontal cortex virus, the coronavirus, the mind virus, but they call it COVID. So, but it was also called the coronavirus, which means your frontal cortex, where the thoughts and the things take place. Like if free will existed, it would be in the corona. The corona would be harnessing the computer that makes free will happen. But just because we call it the coronavirus, does that mean that God has came down and he has said, stop the free will for a minute. Let's get on with this shit. Let's see what happens. Or do you think God might have actually looked at it more like, oh, these motherfuckers never had thoughts, free will, did they? And what happened is people came up to God during this time frame and they're like, you're doing this shit right. You're the reason this is happening. And it's not hard to convince God on the reason that shit happened, because what you gotta do is you gotta convince God he's God. And how the fuck you're some alien teleporting demon shape-shifting race who can tell God what the fuck how he's building the world behind fucking closed doors when no one is looking and shit. That's the thing that matters. That's the only question God has when the alien demons, especially when you're an alien demon who God has just picked the world to slaughter. Why the hell would you waste time? I guess you don't have time. You don't exist. You don't have free will. You were just created as a snapshot in time, as an evil demon and shit in your existence for a few seconds. At the age 40, you were created for 5 seconds to be an evil demon, apparently. Oh. Hell, you have more control over the world than God. You should be really, you should feel blessed that your entire existence just destroyed all of fucking Earth and humanity. Because you're so fucking powerful and wicked and shit with your death, fucking magic and drugs, your enslavement, love of enslavement. That person should feel like pretty fucking good about themselves. I used to wonder, they must be real scary. Fucking scared, if they come up to me and tell me I'm God, knowing that, they know what I was saying behind closed doors, and that would mean they probably know I'm doing that because they're now the fucking, the prey and the fucking sniper scoop. Fucking, but do they really have free will? What could happen? God damn, they told me that too. They tried to show me the reason why you don't create robots and stuff with free will is because they could win the game. You won't be king if they have the same powers you do. But damn, that was kind of the point of 2020 of me destroying the world. was to teach people a lesson. And so is the next thing going to teach them a lesson, or are we just fucking with them for fun? The rotten moldy mac and cheese bowl, fucking we're just shaking it up for fun. They're not going to be able to learn the lesson and shit. Hopefully we can sort them the fuck out. Get rid of them fucking moldy mac and cheese motherfuckers.